A very warm welcome to all of you to this technical session today. And we are very happy that this is going to be chaired from our side, from Ahmedabad Management Association side, by Mr. Yatindra Sharma. Mr. Yatindra Sharma is past president of AMA. He had been the chief of CII Gujarat, and himself is a very well-known industrialist in the field of engineering, manufacturing the beverages lines with the joint venture with a German company. So he is a technocrat, and that is enough for him, because he is going to conduct the technical session, and all these interactions and support will be given by him today. So I invite Yatindra Bhai to take over this program. Yatindra Bhai.
Good morning and very warm welcome to all of you to our wonderful program on Japan Insights, ABC, Academic, Business and Cultural Relations between India and Japan. And we are having a business session where we will be having captains of Japanese industry who are going to showcase their knowledge in their field, which will be useful to all of us. Talking about Japan, the second largest economy of the world. Interestingly, the economy does not have any natural resources to their command in their geography. Still, with that handicap, Japanese industry has flourished and contributed humongously in the growth of Japanese economy, what is there today, the second largest economy of the world. And the kind of innovations, kind of technology developments, competitiveness, and above all, Japanese perfection in quality, which has been outstanding. And also it is coupled with very specific cultural values which have been carried out over centuries. If we talk about Great Depression somewhere around after 1920, which was also the kind of rise of Japan, what you can say, Japan becoming butterfly in next 20 to 30 years. Everybody knows Great Depression brought a huge economic calamity all over the world. And the companies were popping off into bankruptcy like popcorns. Here is a story of one of the legendary founder of National Panasonic, one of the leading electronics company of Japan, Mr. Ken Matsushita, who started his company around 1920, a company which was in very, very young age. And at the time of Great Depression, the question for him was whether he should continue with the same number of people or he should try to reduce the number of people. And he took the innovative decision at that point of time that he did not retrench even a single person out of the organization. And he was laden with huge stocks of products. He put everybody on the job of selling those products. That is the kind of cultural sensitivity what Japan is having in their economy, in their industry. Also, we have seen industry leaders out of Japan in automobile. Toyota production system is world famous. Toyota is always willing to invite their competitors to their facilities and study their Toyota production system. No problem. Competitors are welcome. I mean, we have never seen such a company in the world which will invite their competitors to study their manufacturing practices. Talk of Akio Morita, I mean, who made in Japan brand stronger and worldwide acceptable. So these are the leaders who had visionary leaders, and Japan has marched forward into all fields, whether you talk of fertilizer, whether you talk of automobiles, you talk of steel, you talk of consumer products, everywhere, electronics. Japan has definitely taken a lot of leadership initiatives in their economy so far as technology development is concerned, business is concerned. And I'm really happy to participate this session along with our Japanese captains. And the very first session, what we have organized, that is about automobile industry in Japan, past, present, and future, presented by nonetheless Professor Satoshi Kato from Kanazawa Institute of Technology. Welcome, Professor Kato. All of us are aware that this is one of the premier technology institutes of Japan. And he has privilege to be professor at that university, specifically in the area of technology. He is also technical advisor of Motor Car Museum in Japan. He is vice president of Ishikawa India Association. Basically, if you talk about his academic background, he is a technical engineer, technocrat, and right now he is advising government of Mozambique in development of Jatropha biofuel products and also grid electric power generation and electrification in Mozambique. I mean, these are two critical projects what is advising Mozambique government on behalf of Japan International Cooperation Agency. So in all, we have an eminent individual who is going to talk about future of automobile industry in Japan, but at the same time, we are also expecting, Professor Kato, from you some of the new areas of technology what Japan is pursuing at the moment. It would be a great interest to us. May I request all of you to welcome Professor Kato with the warm applause. Professor Kato.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to have a very nice situation to present the industry, or I should say technology of Japanese automobile technology. And this title was given by Mr. Patel-san. Yes. Anyway, I should start. No, this is the different one. Yes. Kageyama. Sorry. Ah, yes. This one. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'd like to, I already my self-instruction have some additional, but I graduated in 1970 in the Musashi Institute of Technology, and from 1970 to 1996, as research and development of big engines, especially relating to the low emission engine. And after that, education and engineering research at Kanazawa Institute of Technology. So I'd like to show some requirement of the performance of a vehicle. From the 1960s, there's a strong demand of the low emission, low exhaust emission, like, sorry, coming back. Sorry. Coming back? No? どっち？こっちの、あ、こっちのタブでいいか。戻したいの。OK, OK. Oh, I'm sorry. So there is a strong demand of the exhaust emission. The first stage was NOx and hydrocarbon and carbon monoxide emission. And after that, we should consider the carbon dioxide emission because of the carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere. And regarding to the carbon dioxide emission, the low energy consumption should be needed. That's to minimize the carbon dioxide emission, but using the fossil fuel. And the low cost is also for the users. Low initial cost and low maintenance cost is very welcome. And also, the driving performance is very important for the users, comfort and pleasure. And from the 1960, the safety issue is a very big issue. That's introducing the seatbelt and airbag. I should say, airbag is a Japanese original technology. That's one Japanese engineer developed the airbag. But unfortunately, Mercedes is put in their car, so some people understanding Mercedes is the first introducing, but basically the Japanese engineer is developed. That was 1940. And the airbag and the collision safety body construction. That's a very strong guide by United States of America. And so these days, the safetiness of the body itself is very improved. And these days, or in the future, easy drive. There is so many car manufacturers introducing the easy drive, such as lane keep technology, auto brake, like that. And finally, in the future, the automatic driving, driverless car. And another issue is easy recycling. The car is used 10 or 20 years. This should be recycled. The minimum waste cost should be considered. This is one of the main performance of the vehicles. So complicated these days. And this is the only one page of the past of Japanese automobile technology. The biggest moment of the Japanese automobile technology coming in 1973. That's Honda CVCC was passed, the world's first U.S. exhaust emission. That's the Mr. Muskie was pronounced to reduce 1/10 of the NOx and the exhaust emission. That's a very big issue. But the big U.S. big motor company is refused to develop this one, but Honda doing. That's Honda CVCC, and Honda CVCC engine is a very epoch-making engine. This is my understanding. This is very important turning point for the Japanese automobile industry. After that, the other manufacturers like Toyota, Nissan, and many car manufacturers introducing a low-emission vehicle. And we export from Japan to United States. And at that time, the United States refused to receive a lot of cars. So but anyway, that's the Japanese industry is rising up. This is a very important turning point. And we should consider the fuel consumption and versus transportation. That is the horizontal line shows the mass of the transportation. It includes, can I have some razor pointer? No? Okay. And it is very small, but the most efficient transportation is the bicycle. It's a very low energy consumption. That's including all the human and cars and helicopters, airplane, and also some animals. And this is bicycle is the most energy efficient transportation that you use. We also use in Japan, and we can see in India, it is very nice because the resistance is very low, and until the 15 kilometers per hour. That's a very, compared to the take-up walking, the bicycle is much efficient. Okay, rolling resistance is less. So this is one kind of answer to use the fuel efficient or energy efficient transportation facing. This is present states of the production, vehicle production number in worldwide from 2015 to 17. And this is basically the Japanese expression, but I put translation, and the number one is China, as you know. The China is growing from 15 to 17. And the United States is second, but the United States gradually reduce their number. And the third one is Japan. Japan is almost stable. It's not increased bigly. And the next one is this is in India or Korea. Korea is reducing, but India is increasing. So in this moment, India is fifth. The Germany is fourth, like that. But in future, India is increasing to take over the Korea and German, and maybe Japan too. So the second, the India will come to third position as next to the United States. And here's technology of Dr. Shoichi Furuhama. He is my boss when I was a student. And he developed a liquid hydrogen vehicle in 1976. This liquid hydrogen car is operated by internal combustion engine, spark ignited engine. But at that moment, there is no supplier in Japan, liquid hydrogen. And he moved to United States of America. There is low emission event in the United States of America. This car is 2,800 kilometer distance completely driven by student driving. So this is very innovative development in Japan relating to the hydrogen fuel. And now, these days, there is no title, so, sorry, but these days, the electric car is introducing from the point of view of lower carbon dioxide emission. I do not use no carbon dioxide, but the power generation emits carbon dioxide. And also the hydrogen fuel is also emits car is only the water, but process of the manufacturing the hydrogen fuel, some carbon dioxide emission occurs. But anyway, so this is a very strong movement to use the electric drive. This is the Volkswagen idea, but almost same other company that use very simple construction, battery, and motor, and controller and motor. That's very simple, instead of the internal combustion engine. And this is one of the solution to use the less carbon dioxide emission. And this is presented by Volkswagen in Germany. How much progress high performance charging. That the electric vehicle is the problem of the charging time. The first prototype was 8 hours. That's need 8 hours for the sleeping hours for human beings normally. The second one is reduced almost half. The newest one is the 1 hour charging, but charging station should need a very big power, of course, and also the problem of the battery durability. The short charging time means low durability of the battery. Yes. And this is a diversity and use of the vehicles. That is fuel of different fuel of the horizontal line. It shows the vehicle size. The small size will be use the pure electric vehicle. And the mid-size or big one is hybrid or plug-in hybrid vehicles. And in future, the fuel cell vehicle will be introduced. This is a prediction of the Toyota. Yes, please.
I'm asking the liquid hydrogen one. It will be like it will run on same water cycle engine. Yeah, we have to calculate differently.
Can we have later on question and answer?
Okay. Don't forget your question, okay? Yes, anyway, this is a prediction of the Toyota. Toyota is pushing towards the fuel cell vehicle. That's it. Already, I introduced here the big truck also introduced. Of course, this is prototype. And the small car that we use in the urban area, that's electricity is enough. Electric car is enough. The driving distance is not so big. 100 kilometer distance, that's enough. But 600 is not good. So this is, I agree with the Toyota's prediction. And this is going back to the exhaust emission problem. This is atmospheric concentration of the carbon dioxide in Mauna Loa in Hawaii. And this is increasing from 1960, about 315 ppm part per million is increasing in 1990. That is, say, 355, and still going, increasing. So this is a very important issue to the heat island of the Earth itself. So we should reduce the carbon dioxide emission, not only the car, but also the industries, everything. So the measures to reduce the carbon dioxide emission from the vehicle is improving in fuel consumption of internal combustion engine vehicle as in present. That's the two issue: hybrid vehicle, and the plug-in hybrid. Plug-in hybrid means charging the battery and drive the car. After the battery is empty, the engine start. So this is the two types of the vehicle. And nowadays, the Toyota introduced hybrid car and plug-in hybrid, but they are developing the internal combustion as very nicely. Before that, the internal combustion engine efficiency of the internal combustion engine, say 36, 35, and they improved 10 years long. Now, the thermal efficiency is 41. It's big improved. And approach to the efficiency of the diesel engine. Diesel engine, say 50. So the very approaching the diesel engine technology. And the plug-in or hybrid vehicle is in very near future all over the world, it can be used. And the hydrogen fuel vehicle is carbon dioxide emission free, come from exhaust pipe. But in the production of the hydrogen fuel, we have some problem of the carbon dioxide. That's what kind of material we do use. There is many ways, but the final solution will be use solar energy to generate the hydrogen fuel. That is the final solution. But in this moment, it's not established. But there is some method is developing, including the catalyst, some kind of man-made catalyst with solar power to generate from the water, oxygen, and hydrogen fuel. So separate, and we use hydrogen fuel as energy storage, as same as a battery. Which is better, to use the battery, you storage the electricity, also the hydrogen fuel storage the energy, which is better. That's according to the industrial development. So this is one of the hydrogen fuel car vehicles. That's Professor Hulhama already developed the car that can be used in road. That was 50 years ago. And the electric car is also the one of the solution to reduce the carbon dioxide emission, of course. And this is I introduced some electric vehicle. This is a wheelchair and electric assisted bike. In this moment, and not in Japan, but in China, selling a lot of that kind of bicycle. The bicycle is a very efficient, energy efficient. So this is one of the very popular transportation technology, very new in this moment. And wheelchair also, you need know. And this is a plug-in, and this is hybrid and plug-in hybrid vehicle. The one is a Honda Fit hybrid. Fuel consumption is 37.2 kilometer per liter. That is almost twice longer drive compared to the internal combustion engine. And also the Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid, the EV range about 68 kilometer distance only by the battery drive. And after that, the fuel consumption is 37.2, almost same as the hybrid. That problem is only the plug-in hybrid and the hybrid car is the battery issues. So in this moment, they use some lithium-ion or battery for the plug-in hybrid. That's introduced. That's the cost is slightly higher, but energy to pay the money for the fuel is very low, so compensating the price of the initial cost and the maintenance cost. And this is electric vehicle these days. The sales in Nissan Leaf driving range, the first Leaf was 200 kilometers. It's not enough for the user, but nowadays improved. This third generation is 400 kilometers. Is it enough for you? Or more long? Like Tesla in the United States, 600. Charging time takes long time. So that's also the balance of the driving distance and charging time. And the second one is commercial vehicle, Nissan NV200, driving range of 300 kilometers. Yes. This is the main electric vehicle in Japan. And the fuel cell vehicle development in Toyota Motor. The Toyota Motor started in 1996. That's a prototype fuel cell vehicle. And they developed the 214 Mirai. That is, Mirai means future, okay? The Japanese name, Mirai, is simply future. It's not the present, so that's very funny. But they already introduced to market 2015. Mr. Abe received first car as a government use from the Mr. Akio Toyoda. This is the first commercial vehicle, fuel cell vehicle in the world. The Mercedes has very nervous. The Mercedes also developing the fuel cell vehicle. The time is coming. The Honda Clarity fuel cell vehicle put in the markets in the same year, 2015. And the cruising range is 750 kilometers. Is it enough for you? One charge. And charging time, only 3 minutes. Same as the gasoline. But the price is very high. Basic price is a blue one, and the government subsidy to that's about 30% of the user can get about 70% of the price. So this is an incentive to you introducing the very high cost fuel cell vehicles in these days. And this is a Toyota Mirai in future, name, meaning of the future. The FCV input in market this already in 2015. This is 650 kilometer distance. Yes, it's maybe enough for all the users. That's the internal combustion and the like. But the problem is charging station. That we have only 100 charging stations in Japan. So this is not enough. This is the main component of fuel cell vehicle. And the main is the hydrogen tank. That's 70 megapascal. And that is aluminum construction and carbon composite, light and weight. And the key technology is a fuel cell stack. And also they do need a battery. But in the first development of the Mercedes, they denied to use the battery. It's not quite answer. The fuel cell response of the fuel cell is not so sharp like an internal combustion engine. So they do need the battery charging and using the electricity directly from the FC and also the battery. And the motor is also another key technology. And the problem is very high cost of the fuel cell and also the battery. And this is also same as from the top. And this is a plan for installation of hydrogen infrastructure in Japan. There's now is roughly the 100 coming 2020. That we have an Olympic game in Tokyo. That's the government expected to have 180. And finally, 2030, 900 stations all over Japan. That will be very convenient, but 200 is not enough. This is a commercially available fuel cell forklift. They already introduced in market. Inside the warehouse, no emission is welcome. Yes, they are selling this technology. This is a prototype fuel cell bus by Toyota Motor Company. This is the prototype shown in Motor Show in Tokyo, and expected to go on the road coming Tokyo Olympic Game 2020. Many fuel cell cars to transport for the Olympic game. And this is a demonstration of the Toyota Motor North America. There's a collaboration of the American company. So big truck introducing the fuel cell. The same fuel cell that's used for the Mirai, maybe 4 cell units, and drive this big truck. And this is fuel cell technology roadmap by Toyota Motor Company. The fuel cell cost will be down 95% expected, and coming 2025. That cost reduced the maybe at that moment 1.5. The price initial cost price will be 1.5 or 2 times compared to the conventional internal combustion engine or hybrid engine, so hybrid car. Okay, that's very expected. And this is the cost versus performance of the EV and the fuel cell vehicle. The small one is electric vehicle have an advantage, but the mid-size to the big one, of the cruising range, according to the cruising range, the fuel cell vehicle is very nice advantage compared to the EV because of the battery weight is so big. And this is the structure of lithium-ion battery. The left-hand side is a conventional current lithium-ion battery. They use electrolyte. But in the future, Toyota and Toyota also developing, Toyota and other manufacturer developing a solid old solid-state lithium-ion battery. This has almost twice twice capacity compared to the same size, and 1.5 or 2 times longer durability, and expected to reduce the cost and weight. So this is a key technology for fuel cell vehicle and also the electric drive car too. And this is the future prediction versus the power plant for the automobiles. The International Energy Agency from 2012. That's from 2000 to 2050. And I do not agree with this prediction. The one point is a plug-in hybrid diesel. They calculate the so big share. I don't agree with this. The plug-in hybrid will be gasoline engine, because the gasoline engine thermal efficiency is increasing approach to the diesel. But the cost of the diesel compared to the gasoline is cheaper than the diesel. So I do not agree with this prediction. But anyway, in the coming 2050, about to say 10% or 20% of the fuel cell vehicle. And electric car is 20 to 30, okay? And the hybrid is the mainstream. And the gasoline and the diesel only is disappearing, okay? That's, I agree. But only disagree is plug-in diesel hybrid, nothing. This is my opinion anyway. Okay. So these days, the vehicle development procedure trend, only one. This is the demand of the shorter development period. Normally, several years ago, the Japanese car manufacturer need 4 years, 3 years long to make a completely new car. That's these days 2 years. Very short in time. And the demand of the reduction of the development cost. The longer period means normally high cost, shorter and cost cutting. So that's the one of the solution is model-based development. This is a very strong in Indian people. That's the IT technology. We do need computer simulation to reduce the prototype number reduction. And for example, for the not use model-based development, several times, 3 times or 4 times making the prototype. But now 2 or 1, very bigly reduced. The cost is reduced and period is reduced. And also the significant reduction, the actual vehicle test. For example, for the safety crash, they used a lot of cars, but nowadays reducing is the number. The computer simulation is very developed. So this is a very big movement. So the Indian industry or to introduce the simulation technology to the car manufacturers. Thank you very much for your attention. I don't see. Question and answer.
Excellent presentation, which talks about a kind of landscape which is going to develop in next 5 to 10 years in terms of competing electric vehicles and fuel cell vehicles. Each one is being debated in terms of technical merits, but I think the message is very clear that for the future, the transportation, whether it is mass transportation in urban cities or you talk about individual transportation, that is motor vehicles, These two technologies are going to take the leading role. And as we can see that Japan is very much advanced in this area, where they started a concept of hybrid cars long back before we heard about Tesla. So the point is that this is something which is really going to be very interesting. If you talk about fuel cell commercial vehicle, I mean, Professor Kato mentioned about 2020 Tokyo Olympics. We will see a fuel cell based bus transportation. Outstanding. I mean, no other country has implemented that. They are almost 2 years away, and that is going to happen. Also talking about taking this technology into all areas, whether it is bulk handling in factory, forklifts. So these developments are definitely visionary, a lot of economics, evaluation, and very fast implementation. At the same time, he touched upon a very important area of vehicle development, where everybody knows that to develop a concept car or a concept, transportation vehicle, it takes about 3 to 4 years. And with advances in computer simulation and better materials and, the kind of testing techniques which are virtual or physical. So with that, industry will be developing vehicles with rapid prototyping of maybe 1 or 2 vehicles only. And then they can roll out commercially. I mean, that is going to be a revolutionary development in automobile industry. Thank you, Professor Kato, for giving us a very deep insight into automobile industry developments of Japan. Thank you very much. And floor is open for questions.
In the last colleague, I was saying that the hydrogen fuel will use the same old like the motorcycle engine, where there is like a full expansion, compression, same process. No. It will a different piston.
Fuel cell is not. Fuel cell is the combustion of the chemical combustion. The hydrogen, the separate hydrogen is connected to the oxygen. At that moment, the energy take out. So there is no combustion. That's a chemical reaction. So that very low temperature. So there is no emit of the NOx like that. In case of the internal combustion, is a very high temperature combustion reaction. That's generate the nitrogen oxide emission. So in case of the fuel cell is a low temperature chemical reaction, nothing. But problem is they use the platinum. So a lot of platinum for the fuel cell. It's very high cost. So they are developing the much more low cost material to use the fuel cells. Yes, thank you.
The question is, what is the durability and the cost ratio with respect to the charging time? So when you are using a shorter charging time, there will be higher cost that will be added on to the battery.
For the electric car?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how much is the cost and the durability ratio of that?
Oh. Actually, I don't have the durability. The high short time charging reduce the durability, the repeatable time. So it's a slowly charging. That is a long time use or several times use. For example, for 2,000, 3,000 times. But in a quick charge, reduce half or less. That is the cost of the battery, total cost of the battery. So reducing in this moment, but in a solid lithium-ion battery is improved very much. Yes, that's we expected to use that. And that moment, the pure electric vehicle is very strong. That the cost reduce the battery. That means the total cost is reducing. The fuel cell is still high. That the electric car is lower. The difficulty of the fuel cell vehicles. Also, the fuel cell vehicle use the battery, but the fuel cell itself is still high. So the price will be big difference. And this is my assumption, okay, anyway. That's not the same, okay? Component. One component is very expensive. That is a fuel cell. It's always high cost. But driving distance is advanced compared to the electric car. Yes, please.
I want to know about the safety of the fuel cell. Is that just explode or is it? Yeah, what is the safety of it? And by when will the fuel cells replace the lithium-ion?
So question is safetiness of the fuel cell car and the fuel cell itself and also the lithium-ion battery. And we have some program of the lithium-ion battery in cell phone. But in Japan, also, I think it's already 200, 300 cars introduced into the market. There is no such program of the fire. And Japan Automobile Research Institute, that I previously worked, and they researching the safetiness of the fuel cell car, the put in a fire or the expansion of the tank or everything. They're already checked. And there is no serious problem. And from that kind of data, the manufacturer is improving their system. But in the future, all solid-state lithium-ion battery the safetiness is very improved for the cell phone too. So we expect to have the cell phone, the small size battery, right in weight, and durable without fire. Yes.
What is the position of this, what we are doing in India? Either we are going for this kind of technology or any collaboration, any of it?
So question is, the Japanese automobile company introducing the Indian market such like future technology. Yeah, I think so, yes. And Suzuki, Toyota, Nissan already making the cars now. And if the market need a hybrid car or a plug-in hybrid car, so improves the program of the city, of the fog, like Beijing, okay, to reducing. So they will introduce according to the market demand. And always some expense, higher cost, initial cost. But I do myself using the hybrid car, that fuel charging time is reduced almost half, 50%. Previously, I do use the conventional internal combustion engine twice a month, but nowadays, one time or less in a month to charging the fuel. And the fuel tank is smaller, but enough, that almost twice I can drive. But the plug-in hybrid is much more. So according to the demand of the market, yes.
As Professor Ganeshji, my question is, you can reduce the cost by using hydrogen error. Why you have left the alternative of using hydrogen as a fuel? Can we reduce the cost?
So question is why introducing the hydrogen in the future fuel. Yeah, that's only one answer. Maximum reduction of the carbon dioxide emission from the production of the hydrogen, use of the hydrogen is a minimum emission. From the point of view carbon dioxide, if we introduce some catalyst to use this catalyst and the solar energy, the water separate into oxygen and hydrogen, and it take out the oxygen, and the hydrogen remains. That's for the cars or application, everything. So very low carbon dioxide emission. If making the catalyst, we do emit some carbon dioxide in the production of the catalyst itself. That's considered all the process that's the lowest in this moment. This is the only one reason why we are looking the possibility of the hydrogen fuel. Yes.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for your great inputs. I am associated with many engineering colleges in Gujarat. Is there any policy from you we can have some skill development tie-up with the university here in Gujarat? Because skill development programs I'm talking about. Skill development programs. You know that Suzuki Maruti has skill development center at one of the university here in Mehsana. Can we have some policy between Japan and Gujarat? I'm seeing great scope into this, into the technology. We have many engineering colleges over here. Can we go into this? Sir, can you?
Is asking you that whether engineering colleges in Gujarat can associate with your university where you are a professor, so they can take up some research development projects together.
So, my answer is according to the requirement or your demand. If I can help you, I can do it. Okay, that's a very simple way. But the industry is not only these kind of future issue. That the present car is production is very important issue for the car manufacturers. Reduction of cost and quality. That is a very big issue for the industry. But always in research center in Japan, they are developing the new technology like this. And the Suzuki and the Toyota is collaborating now. That they also have some technology of the fuel cell car in the future. Yes. Thank you. It's very difficult question, difficult to answer the question. But we know the technology improvement is not big step, always slightly changing. If it's a very nice electric vehicle. Electric vehicle was developed in 1890 in the United States of America because of the internal combustion engine or the steam engine is very poor at that time. The lady does not drive the car. For steam engine, it takes 1 or 2 hours before starting. So, to making the steam, okay, is not easy for the normal people. So the professional driver drive the car. At that time, introducing the electric car is very easy, but driving distance is very short. But still they use that the improving is not so bigly. You are very right to introducing internal combustion reduction is not steeply. So gradually increase the new technology car. That's very slowly from the point of view of the economics, of subsidiary of the automobile manufacturers. Yes, you are very right. Same opinion.
Sir, I'm asking normal internal combustion engine, if the catalytic converter at the silencer will be good, like in curbing the NOx CO2 value, because it is new technology, the catalytic converters.
I don't introduce the converters or technology to reduce the exhaust emission. Yes, this is very important. There is technology to the reducing the oxidation catalyst to only reduce the hydrocarbon emission and carbon monoxide emission. And after that, three-way catalyst, NOx, hydrocarbon, carbon monoxide at the same time. This is a very epoch-making technology that nowadays worldwide use. And also these days, relating to the diesel, the particulate emission. So there is a development of the particulate trap, and correcting the particulate and burnout. Burnout means the carbon burn to the carbon dioxide. From the exhaust pipe, no smoke. So these days, all the car equipped in Japan, the emission regulation is very strict. Very low exhaust emission is standard. Is every 2 years, 5 years, reducing, very low. So that kind of technology is developed, but they pay the money for that's reduction. So the cost is approaching to the electric car or the fuel cell car, yes. But still we have, but very simple. This is very simple. But the production procedure is bigly changed. Only battery, motor, that's all, yes. But the internal combustion engine has the mechanical parts, also the electronics. The 60% of the cost for paid to the electronics. So these days, the very complicated internal combustion engine moved to the very simple electric drive cars. Yes, but the technology of the catalyst is very big reduction of the exhaust emission. I myself started in 1970 in the research institute to introducing the catalyst and for the internal combustion, especially in the gasoline engine. Yes, thank you.
Good morning, sir. What is the life of the fuel cell battery? Because whenever we charge instantly the battery, it might be the life will be reduced. So what is the minimum battery life?
You're talking about the lithium
Fuel cell battery, which is used for the vehicle, bus, like the bus. So what will be the minimum as well as maximum, or any kind of average life?
So I should have an answer about normal acid battery that use a car is the time of the charging time will be 1,000 or less. And for the lithium-ion, 2,000 or 3,000 times use. So every day you use 356, okay? That's 10 years you can use 3,000 means. And all solid-state lithium-ion will be 4,000 or more. So that's very long. You can use 15 years like that. So that's my assumption or expectation of the future battery technology. Yes. Is it enough for you? You are learning Japanese. Yes.
Sir, I have two questions. One is, can we use the biofuel in hybrid vehicles? And the second is, what is the research going on in Japan to emphasize this biofuel technology, just from the plants?
Regarding to the biofuel is a renewable energy. That's if we take from the fuel from the soybean or the other biofuel, so that plant is reducing the carbon dioxide and generates the oxygen. So this is a mechanism that I also have experience in Mozambique. We use jatropha tree, getting the jatropha oil from the seed and treating for as a diesel fuel. The cost of the fuel is almost same or much higher compared to the diesel fuel. So there is no competition. So if we introduce the government money to put that they can use, and the reduction is very limited. And also, I'm very nervous to introduce the biofuel. And also, the biofuel should be used the land. We do need the food for the human beings first. But Mozambique is a very huge country, so there are a lot of land to use the jatropha tree. But there is a possibility. But the 100% use of the biofuel to the diesel is not enough. So the 10 or 20% is limited. So the effect is very limited, but very complicated production procedure. We also introduced in Mozambique UEM University, Edward Mondlane University, introduced the prototype production plant, but very complicated. It costs. So that's the cost, okay? But there is some possibility, but not used for the food, like a soybean or sugar cane itself is not good. The food for the human beings. The jatropha is not for use for the food. And in Mozambique, they are using the coconut oil. I'm not agree with them. The coconut oil for us, the human beings. That's very limited. So that fuel cell hydrogen is very strongly reduced. Reduction ratio is quite big. Yes, that's my opinion.
Yeah, friends, so we are ending the session, and you can have questions with Professor while having tea, because we need to take the next session on time. So in next 15 minutes, we will gather over here for the next session about Clean India campaign technologies. And friends, please stay with us, because there are some very interesting presentations by 3 experts who have done a great job in Japan and many parts of the Asia. So it would be very interesting for us to know that what kind of waste management technologies have been developed and already been executed by these companies from Japan. So let us break for the tea break and then gather in this room in next 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
그거다 하나스. Yes. Today. Next change order.
You don't have a clicker?
Welcome again. We are going to have a session on technologies which can help Clean India campaign. We are going to have presentation on latest techniques for environmental waste management. I mean, that is the major concern globally. And Japan, as usual, is on the forefront of development of these technologies. And we are going to have presentation from Mr. Naomasa Kageyama-san, joined by Mr. Akio Shigeta, and also by Ruji Tiabashi. Welcome to this wonderful session. While talking about this environmental waste management techniques, it would be very important for me to introduce these three eminent experts in the area. Mr. Kageyama-san represents a company, Sanative Line Limited, and is having a very interesting and diverse background as an individual. The company started with his career was a chemical company where he engaged himself into development of rubber-based products. He was also involved in first development of automatic rubber injection molding machine in Japan, which is a company now manufacturing synthetic rubber gloves, water bags, special rubber hoses for automobiles. That was his beginning. Right now, he also worked with a very interesting development of aqua fuel, which is about 40% steam and other components. From there, another interesting aspect of Kageyama-san is that he is a very, very eminent practitioner of Japanese traditional medicine. And with his area of expertise, he is helping out some of the top athletes of Japan, motorbike racers, and also some award-winning Olympians. That is another interesting aspect of Mr. Kageyama. Now, this company right now is looking at also one very interesting development, and that is the development of technology, which are talking of 3 different technologies where he is associated with. One is earth product, which talks about high pressure, high temperature techniques of using and converting bio-waste, animal manure into value-added products. He has also got another technology where they are working on, which is magnet-based technology, and which talks about reducing radioactive contamination out of that industrial treatment water of the nuclear power plants. So in all, we are going to have very interesting presentation from him. He is joined by Mr. Akio Shigeta, who represents a company that is South Japan Environmental Company as a president, which I talked about 2 products which is associated with. One is earth project, second one is black hole. And these are all related with using bio-waste, plastic waste, rubber waste, and converting them into useful raw materials, either for agriculture or for other techniques. Similarly, is joined by Mr. Ishabashi, who is also managing director of Isabashi Company Limited, which is again in association with company represented by Mr. Kageyama. They are also talking about very, very interesting compost plants, which can give an agricultural organic manure for growing plants and crops. So in all, we have some very interesting products to know, technologies to know, and with that, with a big round of applause, let us welcome Mr. Kageyama-san.
Relax. どうも皆さんこんにちは。はじめまして、影山直政と言います。昨日もここの会場で多くの方々から温かい迎えをしていただいて、そして、多くのパーティー、一番最後には、皆さんで日本の踊りとインドの踊りを踊って、とても楽しく過ごさせてもらいました。
Yeah, how are you everyone? I'm Mr. Kageyama. From yesterday, we are all celebrating this with this very nice atmosphere. We got a very warm welcome with, from AMA. And yesterday evening ended with the Japanese dance along with the Indian dance, and I'm very touched with all the things from yesterday.
今日は日本から実は3つの方法でゴミをなくしてしまうという素晴らしいマシンを持って、ここに来させてもらいました。
So today I am here with the 3 very nice companies which actually decomposes all the waste.
なぜならば私初めてこのインドに来たのはニューデリーです。2年前に来ました。
So I came to India first 3 years back to New Delhi.
初めて空港に着いて、そしてハイウェイに乗った。そうしましたらね、ハイウェイの料金所のところで犬がゆっくりゆっくり渡っていったんです。日本では考えられません。
So when I landed in India, just after leaving the airport on the highway, I saw a lot of dirt on the roads, which is not imaginable in Japan.
そうしましたらね、街の中に入っていったら、今度は牛が何頭も道路を歩いてるんですよ。
And when I entered the city area, there were a lot of cows on the road.
これも考えられません。
This too I cannot imagine.
そしてその、牛たちがもう道端でずっとそこで、過ごしている。
And all those cows, they just stay there, as in they live there.
でもその道端が、車道と車が走るところと歩道との区別がないほどゴミでいっぱいだったんです。
And the waste from the cows, they're like lying there on the road. It's like too much of that.
これも日本じゃ考えられないんです。
This too is not imaginable in Japan.
日本はどこ行っても本当にきれい。ゴミがあちこちなくて道路と歩道の間が分かんないほどゴミがある。とんでもないことなんです。
If you are in Japan, Japan is so clean that you go anywhere, on the roads, anywhere, it's very clean.
これは自分たちの日本の文化とインドの文化が本当に違うんだろうなって想像しました。
At that time, when I saw all this dirt on the road, that time I imagined and I understood that the culture of Japan and India is very different.
そこで本当にこのゴミが皆さんどう考えて捨てて、どこに捨てあって、それがどういう具合に最後になるのかな、そういうゴミのリサイクルって言いますかね、サイクルを今回は見させてもらおう、そう思ってきました。
And I have came here with the thought that with what thought process Indians are throwing this waste, and how we can recycle this. I want to know that and want to show how this can be recycled. With this thought process, I have come here this time.
でもとにかくゴミがリサイクルしてこれが売れる、あるいは人の役に立つというようなことができるようになれば、これは日本もインディアンも一緒だとそう考えて、そのことだけを考えて今来ました。
And the waste which we will recycle, that also should be used. That kind of thought process should be there in India, and that is already there in Japan. So that is the thought process. With that, I have come here.
そしてそのリサイクルするときに、その機械が汚いものを流したり、そしてそこからガスが生まれたり、ダイオキシンが出たり、これはとても考えられないことです。それが何にもなくて、きれいな状態でリサイクルできることを考えてきました。
And when you are recycling, there are a lot of waste water and everything, the emissions of air with a lot of gases, that all happens. So without that, very clean recycling process, we should introduce. That I have thought and come here.
ですから自分の家の前から、そして道路からゴミが全部なくなったら、 どんなにいいんでしょうね。私は日本のようなきれいなこのインディアにしたいなって夢を持って、で今日ここに来させてもらいました。
So I have came here with the dream that what if all this waste or what this garbage goes away from Indian roads, how India will look. That dream is there with me, and I've come here with that dream.
はじめはこの、ディグラードシティ、アメダバードシティが初めてです。ここからちっちゃく生まれても全部のインドにその方式が広がったら素晴らしいなって私は思います。
So if this thought is born here in Ahmedabad and if this will spread all over India, that would be a really good thing, isn't it? That's what I have thought.
Thank you. 必ず私のイメージを皆さんに今日は伝えます。だからそれを皆さんが自分一人一人で実行してみてください。とてもいいインディアが出来上がるはずです。
So I've come here to show this thought process of mine and this image of mine, that how it can change. So and if everyone of you who are present here, if can take it to the next level, that would be really good.
そこで今日は3つの方法。これは一切物を持ちません。持つとガスだとかダイオキシンが出てしまって困ります。だから一切持たないです。
The waste which will not burn anything, that kind of. So there are 3 methods which we are going to introduce you today.
一つ目はバイオを使った、有機物の処理方法です。
The first one is using the bio process.
2つ目は、プレッシャー、とても大きなプレッシャーとハイスチーム、温度の高いスチームでギュッと閉じ込めてブローをポッとすることによって分子がバラバラになる。
The second one is with the high pressure and a lot of steam. So that is the second way of doing this.
その方法ね。3つ目は今度はマグネットを使って分子までバラバラにします。
And the third one is with the magnetic power to reduce it to the molecule. So that would be the third process. So total there are 3 processes.
ものを焼却するんでなくて生かすためにこれはやる方法です。
So this is basically not burning the material, but making it to use it to the next level. That is the basic process.
で、一番最初にラックスという、バイオを使ったその方法をご紹介します。そしてまたそのメーカーの社長がここに来られています。石橋、プレゼントです。挨拶してください。
So we will start with the racks. This is the first process with bio recycling, and the president is here, Ishibashi-san.
このバイオはもう去年9台このすぐそばのスリランカに入ってスリランカ行ってもいいですかね、他の国に9台ももう出来上がって入ってます。今動いてます。そしてまたさらに10台のレピートオーダーが来ております。
So till last year, they already put to the Sri Lanka near from here, like nine machines. And also this year they bought 10 of these, and it's now working.
それほど1回使ったらまた使いたいって皆さんが思って10台また10台こうやってオーダーが来るほどの素晴らしいバイオを使ったシステムです。
So we think that it's really useful bio, but using this fertilizer, so that they keep ordering again and again.
そのネーミングを RAX、RAX そう言います。
And this machine is called RAX. We call it RAX.
ラックスは今見ての通りに ゴミも、そして、麦わら、そういうものも、それから糞尿も全部一緒に入れてしまいます。
So in this process, everything is included, as in along with the polluted water, animal extract, everything is included.
英語でいろいろ書いてあります。
It is already written in English there on
こ
the
れは
slides.
本当に興味がある方、後ほど来てください。いくらでもお話しします。
Those who are really interested in knowing more about this, please contact him. He would like to talk with you.
このシステムはこういう動物の糞、下に行きたい。
Basically, this system works with this kind of recycler pattern.
そしてこのラックスを使うと糞尿も全部この肥料に変わります。
And if you use this RAX technique, all this will, burn down to, as in converted into manure.
この肥料は、バイオの肥料ですから普通の肥料とは全く違います。
And this manure is basically biomanure, so it is very different than the general manure which you use.
これはそこに植えた、食べ物でも野菜でもとても美味しくなって根が太くなって元気なものができます。
And if we use this in our farming, the fruits and the vegetables which are produced out of them, they are really healthy and very tasty.
もちろんこの機械は作っている間、匂いも出ません。
And when you are using this RAX technique, even the fumes do not come out.
それから一番嫌な灰も出てきません。
And even the ash do not come out with this process.
そして、ドレン、水、悪い水も全然流すことがないです。
And even the bad water, wastewater does not, flow out. This kind of technique is there.
Sorry.
そして、この肥料、できた肥料は堆肥としてできますから、高い値段で多分売れると思います。
And the technique which is used to make this manure is so good, and the manure is so good, the quality, that we can sell this in a very good price also.
一番の特徴としては、塩害のあるそういう土地でもこれをまいていくと塩害が少なくなってきます。
塩害？
塩害。
Salt will reduce. The salt will also reduce if you use this technique in the soil, salt will also reduce.
これ戻る方で、これは進む方です。
それはこのバイオの肥料をまきますと根が強くなる、グラウンドがきれいになる。そうするとその根から塩を普通は吸い上げると植物は枯れます。でもその植物が不思議なことに枯れません。食べたらしょっぱいんです。
So if we use this manure, as he already explained, the salt will reduce, and the plant which are produced from there, that are also very good. They won't have the salt.
ですからそのしょっぱい、なったものを、我々が何回か食べてくると、10回も食べると土地は本当に塩分がなくなります。
And if we, produce this, we can produce this multiple times. It's not that once or twice. We can produce this multiple times from the same soil.
それぐらい素晴らしいバイオの肥料がこのラックスから出てくるわけです。
And this kind of a high quality manure is produced from this material called RAX, this new technique.
そしてまたこのヤシの殻、これはもう皆さんなかなかこの潰すのも持つのも大変です。でもそれまでも同じようにきれいにしてくれます。
Even the coconut shells, that can be degraded in this.
さて、これが1台どのぐらい大きいものか、これは、長さが100メーターあります。
What actually this looks like? So the length is 100 meters.
そして横の幅が12メーター、深さが2メーターあります。
So the bottom is 12 meter and the height is
2メーター。
2 meters.
2メーターの深さがあります。
It's 2 meters.
そこに毎日50トンずつのゴミを入れることができます。
So we can put around 50 tons of waste in that every day.
そして2ヶ月間この中で毎日大きなスクリューでぐるぐるぐるぐる回されて。
So this is kept for around 2 months, and every day with the help of very huge screw, it is mixed every day.
ちょうどそこに2メーター以上のスクリューが2本ついています。これは土の中を一生懸命毎日かきまして、エアを入れて発酵を助けています。
ちょっと
発酵。
So we can see there are 2 screws out there. So this actually helps it to constantly move it, and the air is introduced in that.
この2本のスクリューは私の体よりもこんな大きいのが2本あってぐるぐるぐるぐるぐる回ってるわけですね。そして2メーター下のとこから全部かき回してくれます。で全部その100メーターの間を毎日行ったり来たり行ったり来たりで1日1回全部きれいにします。
So these 2 screws are very huge, and they keep moving constantly and all around that 100 meters. So it is constantly moving. The down materials also keep coming up. So this is how it is moving, like this and like this.
で毎日50センチずつかきましてずれてって最後2ヶ月目に50トンが15トンになって出てきます。
So 15 meters, it moves every day. So total, that is why it takes 2 months. And after end of 2 months, the 50 tons become 15 tons.
ですから毎日50トンのゴミを入れる、毎日15トンのその素晴らしい肥料が出来上がってきます。
So every day if we put 50 tons, every day we can get 15 tons out of it, a very high quality manure.
そしてこの中はほとんど、臭い匂いがなくなってきます。本当ならば鶏糞、鳥の糞、牛糞、これは臭いもんですけど、その臭さもないです。
So all the stings and all the waste are left out, and we get a very good manure out of it.
で、そこの乾いた部分、そこには、糞尿、糞だとか、尿、水気が 80%、90% 水分率があっても OK です。
So we put around, we can put water and everything in it along with that.
この中では発酵、どんどん発酵して、その発酵熱が冬でも中は70度からの熱が必ず発酵熱が出てます。
So even in winters, the box will have around 70 degrees, even in winters.
それによって灰も出てきません、匂いもありません。そしてとてもいい肥料が出来上がります。皆さん楽しみにこれをしてください。
So after this whole process, even the ash does not come out. So that kind of place is there. Insect?
灰って。
So there are no insects also. So that kind of best quality manure is produced out of this. So all of you, please try this.
Fly? Fly. nothing.
So no flies, nothing. Very clean manure. Even though we put lot of sludge and everything, but the produce which is, as the manure which is produced after the process will not even attract the flies. That kind of good manure is this.
これは本当に一回使った人たちは本当に、もっともっと何台も何台も欲しいっていうアンコールが来ております。どうぞ、それを作っているのは石橋さんの、ラックスのメーカーです。よろしく。
So once once you use this, they keep ordering this again and again. That kind of good product is this. And the product is made by Rax, and the director we have here, Ishibashi-san.
バイオが一つできました。じゃあバイオでない方法でもう一つ、あと2つありますね。それご紹介しましょう。これを作ってくださっているのは重田社長。
So one more concept is there, which is not using bio. So the company, we have the director here.
お、ない。バイオの次は今度はアースです。この丸いアース、丸い地球のような形をしています。
Next product is Earth. This actually resembles the shape of Earth. This round one.
なぜ丸いか。この中にすごい気圧の大きなプレッシャーを中に入れます。
So why it is round? Because we put a lot of air pressure inside it.
それとハイスチーマーを入れます。ハイテンプラチャースチーマー。
Along with that, a high temperature steamer is also installed in that.
About 320 degrees.
Around 320 degrees.
英語で言ってしまった。で、これは分子まで多くのプレッシャーをギューッとかける。そしてブローをいっぺんにポッと抜きます。
So this process breaks up till the molecule level.
この抜き方が本当に難しいので、これがオリジナリティです。
So this technique is really very difficult, and this is what you call as originality. This is very difficult technique.
そうすると皆さん方が家で出したゴミ、コンビニで出したゴミ、それからプラスチック、ラバー、全部タイヤもそうです。
So in this process we can put everything, the waste which is produced from restaurants, convenience stores, houses, even the rubber can be put in this.
そのプラスチックまでもそのプレッシャーでふってブローして抜くときに全ての分子がバラバラになります。
And when this process is done, all the molecules are separated.
そのバラバラになったときにやはり熱が320ですか。ブローするときに抜いた熱400度、320度ぐらい。200度。200度にバラバラに分子がなるときに200度まで、熱が上がります。
And the temperature is raised up to 200 degrees when this process is going on of separation of molecules.
先ほどのバイオは70度でした。今度はバイオを使わないプレッシャーだけで分子分解したときには200度になります。
So in the previous process we had 70 degrees to make this manure. In this process we increase the temperature up to 200 degrees.
さてこれ考えるとみんな自分から出した熱でそしてなくなっていってます。決して申すわけじゃありません。
So in this process, the pressure is the temperature is increasing with the whole moleculation process. So when they are separating, they emit the temperature, and the temperature is increased up to 200 degrees.
Okay. このアースは今言ったように、金属、重金属、悪いものや何かは全部蒸気とともに他の場所に移してしまいますので、ここから出たものはきれいなものです。
So we put everything, this is as told previously, this is called earth, and everything is put on from the top, and the produce which is come out of this are all clean material.
次がブラックホール。Okay. Then next. もちろん今出たやつは肥料全部一緒ですね。肥料になりますね。それからnext はブラックホール。
Okay, this was earth. Now next we have black hole.
ブラックホール、太陽にあるブラックホールと同じイメージをしてみてください。
It is basically the image of black hole which we have. The same image, please think in this case also.
ただこれはこの中で、マグネットを使って磁気の、マグネットの、エリアを作ります。
So in this process, magnet is used.
そのマグネットのエリアに物を入れます。これは有機物です。
So in this process, the magnetic energies are created, and in that, the waste material is put.
Always is okay. Then, inside the temperature is これも分裂。温度が350度以下です。
So the temperature is less than 350 degrees.
それも分裂した時の熱が生まれてきます。
And this pressure is also, the temperature is also while these molecules are getting separated. The temperature is increased up to less than 350.
分裂することによってゴミの形がなくなって全部灰となって下に落ちます。
And when this moleculation is being done, the shape of the waste material is converted, and everything becomes same.
不思議なことに次の灰がその灰の上に乗ると前の灰が全部なくなります。
And once the next is introduced, next batch of waste is introduced, the down material completely vanishes. It completely becomes zero.
これはもうこの写真のようにフィリピンではもうこのものがやられております。
So as you can see in the slide, this has been used in Philippines.
もうこれは多分8年か9年前のものですよね。だいたい8年9年前からフィリピンではこれを稼働しております。
So this has been used in Philippines maybe from 8 to 9 years back. From that time it has been used. This can be seen in this newspaper article from Manila. Please don't check this one. The down one is basically from Manila newspaper. This is the front page article of Manila newspaper. They have been using this product there.
そしてこれがとても大きいなって今の写真からちょっと感じるかもしれませんけれども、大きいやつでも3メーター、3メーター、5メーター、7メーター、そんな高さです。
So you can see in the pictures that this is very huge. This is like 3 by 3 plus around 5 or 7 height. This can go up to 7 meters. But as you can see there, yeah, but
もちろんこの中に入れるのは洋服でも、食べたもののカスでも何でもいいです。プラスチックでも何でも全部入れてください。
So but in this you can put everything and anything, including clothes, food, waste, even the plastic. So everything can be put in this material, in this machine.
これは有機物だけです。金属とか、ガラスとか石、コンクリート、これはダメです。
So of course everything can be put, but glass, metal, etc. is not accepted in this.
こんな素晴らしいものを考えて、この2人の社長は 一生懸命毎日もっといいものを作ろうと努力しております。
So these are the two very nice machines which have been prepared by these the companies of these two people, and the directors are here with us. So they are every day they are thinking of making a better product for us.
そして一つこれの特徴は、鳥インフルエンザとかホスピタルのそういう毒物があるもの、危ないもの、それを全部一緒に入れてもなくなります。
So even the hospital wastes can be put in this, and that also becomes very good, as in contamination free.
ですから日本でも鳥インフルエンザが出た時もすぐになくなります。あまり土の中には埋めてほしくないと思います。
So the flu and the flu material was in the flu, what do you call it as? Animal flus and everything, the swine flu and everything which is coming up right now, that also, burns in this. So this kind of a great machine is this.
もちろんここから悪液は出てきません。
Okay, so even the water doesn't come out of this, the waste water. It is not separated, it is in that only.
それよりもいいプレゼントが一つあります。木作液という素晴らしい液体が出てきます。これは植物を元気にするし、悪い害虫をなくします。
木作液って何て言うんですか？木作液。
So So wood vinegar comes out of this whole process, which is good for plants also.
ありがとうございます。2人の社長に本当にこれから感謝して我々一緒に作っていきたいと思います。よろしく。
So we would like to thank both of them that making these wonderful products for us, and I really feel thank you for them.
そしてこの今私はとても心配しているのはこのゴミのところで生活している人たちがたくさんいるんじゃないかと。子供は特に心配しています。じゃあ今ちょっと早くやる。このゴミで生活している人たち、この人たちもゴミがなくなったらどうするのかなって考えました。子供もどうするんでしょう。それで次のことを考えてきました。
So the thought process what she has is very futuristic actually. So once all the garbage is gone from the earth or from India, for example, so there are a lot of people here in India working on that garbage, right? The people are working, even their kids are working there, which is a very sad scenario. So once the entire garbage is gone, then what about those people? They are working there, right? There's a lifestyle going on there. The kids are working there. So what about them? So he thought about that. Once the garbage is gone, what will they do? Because their everyday thing will go away. So what about that? So he thought the next is about that. So what if the whole garbage is gone, and what would the people will do who are working there?
その人たちが働くために下が汚れててもオーガニックのキノコ、これが作ることができます。野菜も作れます。
So once all the garbage is gone from that area becomes clean, and we can produce organic material there, organic plants there.
もうこのプランはブータンでももう行われてますし、日本でもやっております。
So even if the ground is not that clean, maybe because the garbage was there, but still we can produce mushrooms there because mushrooms come above the ground. And in Bhutan currently this practice is there currently going on in Bhutan.
これは菌床を作って出てミストをウォーターミストを与えるだけで 多くのキノコができます。皆さんがハンディの人もこれを取ってそして売ればいい簡単な仕事がたくさんできます。
So we can produce mushrooms, you can see here, with a very easy techniques, and people can actually work here with this technique, producing mushrooms.
こうやってゴミのリサイクルをちゃんと作って、そのリサイクルで、生活している人がゴミのところでできなかったら、こういうものもまだ他に、生活できるいろいろな簡単な仕事、そして素晴らしく収入があるものを考えております。皆さんも一緒にこのインディアをきれいに、本当に日本が見本とは言いません。でも日本と同じようにきれいなインディアを作りたいなと思って我々来ました。皆さんもどうぞ協力してください。
These people who are working at the garbage can work with this kind of setup where they can produce the mushrooms, and we can make India as clean as Japan. That thought process I have, and I've come here with that thought process that maybe we can cooperate each other and make India as clean as Japan.
どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for giving us a very, very interesting and I should say a very useful overview of technologies which can be deployed in India. Your dream of looking at India as a clean place is also our dream. And thank you very much for presenting this very interesting ideas, which can also lead to organic manures, the kind of products what can be utilized in other areas. At the same time, some of the technologies which will not even create the waste. And in all, it is best from the West. And these are the technologies which have been demonstrated, which have been used in Japan, used in Philippines. So we look forward to get in touch with your team and find possibilities of using such technology. For a constraint of time, because we have already overrun the time, so I think we may not be able to have question answers. But as his team is very much available, so at the lunchtime you can always pose questions and queries, whatever they are. So may I request all of you to give them a big round of applause for such a wonderful presentation. Thank you, Mr. Kageyama, and thank you for being with us. So I would invite speakers for the next session now, and that is for overview of bullet train project, that is Shinkansen construction work between Ahmedabad and Mumbai. So I would request Mr. Isao Kobayashi, Mr. Murse, then Mr. Akiro Fukida and Mr. Yusuke Inonani to join us on the stage.
スライドはですね、はい、これですね、これがピーパーポで、はい、中に動画あるんですけど、ちょっと、
Is it working, the sound?
So we are into the next session, and that is talking about bullet train project. And we are joined by Mr. Isao Koyabashi and Mr. Yoshiro Murase from Nichireki Company Limited, which is linked with Shinkansen project in India. We also have Mr. Akihiko Fukida and Yusuke Inotani. They are from Kyowa Road Company Limited, again linked with our Shinkansen project in India. Let me give a very brief introduction of all these eminent experts who are going to talk about progress of Shinkansen project in India, that is Mumbai-Ahmedabad Shinkansen project, high-speed bullet train project. And we are going to listen from all the speakers about the techniques and technologies which are going to be deployed in creating infrastructure and executing this project. So basically, Mr. Koyabashi is Deputy General Manager, oversees business development. I mean, he is looking at this area for this company. Basically, this company is linked with manufacture and sale of applied and processed asphalt products. Also, the civil engineering materials which are required for such kind of projects, construction of road paving, waterproofing, water sewage, and civil engineering projects. So it is a company which has been set up in 1943. So I understand this company must be celebrating their 75th year, that is this year. 75-year-old company, congratulations. He is joined by his colleague, Mr. Yoshiro Murase, who is also looking at this activities of slab track and mortar construction of railway tracks. So that is something which is modern technology which they are deploying, which will definitely save a lot of time in laying the railway track, because the technology is very high-tech and I should say of a very high precision. And basically these slab tracks are already being used. This technology is already being used by this company in Japan and in other companies also. So they are going to give the first presentation. Then the next one will be joined by Mr. Fukida and Mr. Inonani from Kyowa Road Construction Company, which are again engaged in a similar kind of activities for infrastructure projects. Kyowa Road Construction Company is involved in this particular business from 1976 onwards. And they are into pavement construction, which is specializes in landscape paving and also eco-friendly paving. I mean, that is a very, very interesting aspect. What they utilize in this particular, they are also vendor of asphalt compound and civil engineering materials. And today, they are already involved in this project, Shinkansen construction project, but they will also look forward to other possibilities to implement this technology in India. So with that, may I request all of you to invite Mr. Koyabashi and his colleague to make a presentation with a warm round of applause.
Namaste. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce my company, Nichireki. My name is Isao Kobayashi, and I work in overseas business of Nichireki. This is my 6th visit to India, and I like India very much. Thank you. My favorite movie is Bahubali. Do you know Bahubali? I like Bahubali. Thank you. And I introduce one more person. His name is Yoshihiro Murase. He is a civil engineer of consulting the road, railway, and everything. He can construct everything. It's truth. Then, first, let me talk about bullet train. Bullet train is called Shinkansen in Japan. I will introduce about Shinkansen. Please watch a movie. This is the Omiya station. I live in Omiya. I took this movie last Sunday. This is E3 Tsubasa. If you get on Tsubasa, you can visit my hometown in 2 hours. Next, this is E6 Komachi. Komachi is the most popular Shinkansen. This connected train is H5 Hayabusa. Hayabusa also runs under the sea. Hayabusa runs under the sea. And this is slab truck. Nichireki is participating in making slab truck. This is E4 Max Toki. Max Toki is double decker. 2-floor train, 2-floor. And this is E7 Kagayaki. Kagayaki runs from Kanazawa to Tokyo. We got on Kagayaki 3 days ago to come India. And this is E2 Hayate. In Japan, 10 kinds of Shinkansen are running. She is my daughter. Thank you. Shinkansen opened in 1964. And now 50 years have passed. The railway length is 3,040 kilometers, and still new railway is being built now. This picture is Shinkansen lines in Japan. As you see, the Shinkansen run all area of Japan. Then let me talk about the Shinkansen project in India. As you know, India and Japan are collaborating and promoting the projects to make Shinkansen. Nichireki will participate into the Shinkansen project. This is the overview of Shinkansen project. In this project, Shinkansen system is adapted. It means that the slab track is adapted. I will explain about the slab track on next slide. The railway length is 505 kilometers from Mumbai to Ahmedabad. Number of stations is 12. The design speed will be 350 kilometers per hour. It's fast than Japan. And it will be able to travel from Mumbai to Ahmedabad in 2 hours. Thank you. This is the structure of slab track. Slab track is made by many parts. Nichireki is making cement asphalt mortar, the red part. We also manufacture the asphalt emulsion necessary to make cement asphalt mortar. Next, let me explain about the business field of Nichireki. This 5 is business field of Nichireki. Research and development, pavement materials, method and construction, applied field, and consulting. First, these pictures show about the Research and Development Center. There are 40 members in here. Second, these pictures show about the pavement materials. We have developed many pavement materials, such as asphalt emulsion and polymer modified asphalt. Third, these pictures show about the method and construction. We have also developed many construction methods and machines. Fourth, these pictures show about the applied field. We also work in promenade, railway, airport, and so on. Fifth, these pictures show about the consulting. We have survey car and data analyzing system, and we make maintenance and management plan. At the end, let me introduce the Super Taxol, one of our major products. Super Taxol is a super rapid setting tack coat. Nichireki developed it for the first time in the world. Please watch a movie.
Tack coat increases the adhesion of the asphalt layer to the underlying binder course. But with conventional products, curing takes a long time during cold winter weather, making scheduling difficult. Tack coat increases the adhesion of the asphalt layer to the underlying binder course. But with conventional products, curing takes a long time during cold winter weather, making scheduling difficult. Nichireki's Super Taxol is a rapid-breaking tack coat emulsion. It also ensures superior adhesion and improves the durability of pavement. It can break rapidly throughout the year, sharply reducing the curing time. Little of it adheres to the tires of construction vehicles, and rain is not a problem, even immediately after application. Tack coat increases the adhesion of the asphalt layer to the underlying binder course.
Thank you for your attention. Africa Daniel Watt.
May I request Mr. Pukida and his team to make a next presentation? May I request all of you to welcome them with a big round of applause. Mr. Pukida.
स्लाइड में से
यही करना है ना
वही वही
Kemche. 私の名前は猪谷祐介と申します。
His name is Mr. Inotani Yusuke です。
2017年から共和道路株式会社で働いております。
He started working in the company from 2017.
今日は共和道路について説明したいと思います。
He's going to talk about his company, Kyowa Road.
本社が石川県の白山市にあります。
北山。
メインオフィス。
The main office is situated in Hoksan.
合材プラントを能登と白山の2カ所所持しております。
The plants are situated in Noto and Haksan.
支社が仙台、能登、富山の3つにあります。
The branches are available in Sendai, Noto, and Toyama.
会社は1976年設立しました。
As stated, the details are given about the company. When it was founded, the president, main business activities, company address, capital, and annual sales.
我が社の事業は、高速道路や、新幹線といった、大規模なものを含む総合的な舗装事業を行っております。
About his main job is about the payments, creating the payments, and along with the Shinkansen areas which he has to make.
今からちょっと工事内容の説明に入らさせていただきます。そうですね。この写真ですが、駅前の道路に高補正な舗装を施した場所になります。
This place is near the station, railway station, where they have made this pavement construction spot, which we can say.
わだちによりひび割れがしにくい舗装となっております。
So the main basis for the payment is they want to make a strong payment so that it doesn't break.
この写真ですが、沖縄の海空トンネルという 2.5 キロのトンネルになります。
This place is of a tunnel, which is an undersea tunnel in Okinawa, where they made this pavement, the tunnel, which is of 2.5 kilometers.
そのトンネルの中のコンクリート舗装の工事をしました。
Inside the tunnel, they made a concrete pavement, which is also waterproof.
内容ですが、コンクリート舗装の上に排水性舗装を施しました。
Inside the pavement is the porous type pavement, which they have constructed beneath the tunnel.
工事の時間は約半年かかりました。
It took up around half year to complete this.
コンクリート舗装については型枠が必要のない専用の機械を用いてコンクリート舗装をさせていただきました。型枠の必要のない。
The main thing about the basis of this is that they need to create this type of payment, because if it is not possible, then the payment can't be complete.
この工事現場は、小松空港といいまして、小松空港は石川県にある空港の一つなんですけども、航空自衛隊の基地と民間の空港が滑走路を共有で使っている空港になります。
This airport, which is in Ishikawa, it is used by the defense forces in Japan as along with the civilian areas. So along with that, we didn't want it to be, what do you say, we didn't want the company to be in exact.
今から、空港の工事ということで、その飛行機の運用時間中に影響を与えないように、飛行機の安全の確保とまた時間に注意して施工することが、気をつけなければいけない、現場でありました。
In order for the company to not be an obstruction for the airport, they always used to do it in a specific time, which was in the night time.
こちらは最近完成した、ところの現場になるんですけども、ドローンを用いての高高度からの撮影を行いました。
These are the photos taken of the completed construction spots taken by the drone and a high altitude.
こちらもドローンを用いての高高度からの撮影を行ったところですけども、こちらはコンクリート舗装になります。
This is also another photo which is taken by the drone, but it is about the concrete structure which they have made in the specific pavements.
こちらが北陸新幹線になります。2015年の春に東京金沢間が開通したんですけども、それまでは東京から金沢まで、以前は4時間ほど時間がかかっていたのですけども、今では2時間半で金沢から東京に行くことができるようになりました。
This place is the place where in 2011, they had done a repairing, which was about a track from Tokyo to Kanazawa.
我が社は、日暦さんの下で、2012年9月から2013年10月まで、おおよそ1年間、金沢市から白山市まで往復24キロの区間のモルタルの充填作業を行いました。
So they specifically made a motor infusion, which they used the motor construction unit, which they took it up and they mixed the mixture, and afterwards in the dimension of the motor, which is like 2 by 5 meters, they constructed this infusion of motor.
作業の細かい、内訳としては、材料をクレーンで高架上へまず吊り上げました。
They used the crane to send all the mixed things, all the mixtures such as the sand, silica and various mixtures which are used for the motor, and along with that they constructed this.
釣り上げた材料は、移動式のプラントで水や、砂などいろんなものと混ぜ合わせました。
They used water and afterwards they used sand and stone for making this mixture.
混ぜ合わせた材料をホースに通して、課題とコンクリート板の間に、設置した袋の中に注入していきました。
So after construction of this, they used that device which is in the gap which you can see. They filled that all of the mixture inside this motor infused mixture inside, as we can see in the picture.
この工事に何の効果があると言いますと、衝撃や騒音の軽減を目的とした工事でありまして、車で例えるとサスペンションの役割になる部分です。
So this structure which they have made is basically, if you have to talk in terms of automobile, it's like a suspension which works to
13人で一班となり、1日200メートルほど進んでいきました。13人で
They used 13 people to make this whole track.
こちらの工事現場は岩手県の約4キロの舗装工事現場となります。
This is Iwata Ken, where the tsunami was struck long time before.
この場所は2011年3月に、大きな地震が起こって津波の被害に遭った場所です。
Along with the tsunami, there was an earthquake as well at this area.
もともと道路があった場所は低い、高さの土地にありまして、今回の地震で津波の被害が大きかったところであります。
The place was actually very low. In order to make the place better, at a very better altitude, better area, they started making it a bit taller than the actual position.
我が社が受けたこの工事は、津波の影響が少ない、高台に、新しく道路を作るといったものでした。
The main thing about this road, why they wanted to make it from a low plateauous place to a higher altitude area, was they wanted to make it like tsunami proof. That's why they made this road a bit above the level.
こちらで以上になります。我が社の技術が、インド新幹線に役立てるような日が来ることを願っております。ありがとうございました。
That's all would he like to conclude.
Excellent presentations. As we can see that these technologies are quite advanced, can do the job to the highest level of precision and in the shortest possible time. So yesterday, we had asked our Consul General by Mukesh Patel as well as our Deputy Chief Minister that when this bullet train project will be ready in India. So anyway, we look forward to get it ready by 2022 and we have very strong partners to execute that. Floor is open for a few questions and then we will take up a session for the next panel. Any question, please?
Sir, you said something about suspension and in today the newspaper there is something related to invention in infra companies. So can you please elaborate?
さっきの話サスペンションみたいな感じ。それがことを説明して。それはね、村瀬さん。
はい、日本語で言いますね。高速で、新幹線が走るときに振動して周りの沿道住民の人がこうガタガタならないようにとか、あと騒音が外に出ないようにそのアスファルトセメントモルタル層で干渉して処理していると。
as he stated, the main thing he wanted to implement this is using this motor is to reduce the noise and to reduce like when the passengers are going along with the train, so that they don't get a wobbling effect, like due to the inertia they don't get a wobbling effect. That is what they wanted to.
セメントとアスファルトのモルタルでプレートを調整します。新幹線が全く揺れないのはそのアスファルトによって調整をしてほぼフラットになるから新幹線は揺れません。
The main purpose of this, which he is saying, is we are using the asphalt in order to make the Shinkansen as a proper thing. We don't know exactly about what it is because, like, as the company works along.
その調整ができるかできないかで乗り心地が決まります。
So they use this in order to make it more pleasant for the riders, so it becomes easier for them to.
See, what you compare with an automobile is not a right comparison. Anyway, while we talk of suspension characteristic of a railway track, high-speed railway track, which is moving on the speed of 350 kilometers an hour, the foundation of the bed, and that's what they talk about, providing a proper suspension effect. The suspension effect will depend on the foundation and then on the track quality, the fitment, assembly. And then if at all it is a maglev train, then the levitation. So these are the different aspects which are complemented to get a smooth ride on the train, on a high-speed train. So while you compare automobile, that's the unit cost is very low.
I was not comparing automobile, I couldn't present it well. I am basically a chartered accountant extension into private equity. So for infra companies, and today there is a title in newspaper about innovation. So is there any other innovation? And for infra companies, what are the investment implications? That was my
If I draw it to the current scenario, the road building in Ahmedabad, if the cushion effect, the suspension effect is taken care of, then there will be less of automobile accidents and automobile failures, as simple as that. So anyway, I think we will end the session, and may I request all of you to give them a big round of applause. Wonderful presentations. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Great.
At 6:30, we have a program that is face-to-face with superstar Sanjay Dutt. Those of you who are interested, passes can be collected from the AMA office. We'd like you to be in your seats by 6:15. I'll repeat. The program is in the JB Auditorium right here at 6:30, and it's face-to-face with superstar Sanjay Dutt. So those of you who are interested can collect the passes from the AMA office. We'd like you to be seated here by 6:15. Thank you.
Before we start the session, I think we'll go for a group picture.
Translates.
So, welcome again, and this is the last session for our business session in the morning. And I am very pleased to give brief introduction of all these four eminent speakers who are going to talk about their own businesses, what they are doing in Japan, and also their interest area, what they are exploring in India, and in particular when they are in Ahmedabad, what they would like to do. So first of all, I am very much delighted to welcome Mr. Junichi Maeda. Welcome, Mr. Maeda, who is the Executive Chairman of Maeda Precision Industry Limited. They are into manufacture of precision parts of very, very different mechanical machines. And he is also very actively involved in development of parts for logistics system equipment, parts for textile machinery, and also some other mechanical parts. And he has been actively involved into finding out industrial machinery and equipment part makers in India. So that is his area of interest. He would like to meet who are into business of manufacturing such machines and parts. We are also pleased to welcome Mr. Sutomu Kawamoto, who is a representative director of Hokuiku Kaisei Company Limited, and who are into business of specialized foam products for cushions, interior furniture. Then you can talk about seating systems. So basically, these foam systems, which are required to make interior furniture, furnishings for various items like residential furniture, building furniture, office furniture, and the technology is based on basically polyurethane foam technology. And they are also looking for visiting some lifestyle people who are looking into this kind of products, and also you would like to source similar kind of suppliers who can provide kind of materials and components for his business in Japan. So welcome very much. We also have Mr. Hamada, who is holding an organization on name of OG Corporation India Limited. And they are into trading of specialized chemicals. And they also have business operation in India. So welcome, Mr. Hamada, for being with us. And we also have Mikio Nishimura. Welcome, Mr. Nishimura, who is the Director and Chairman of Nishimura Company Limited. He's Chairman and Director of Metro Terminal Company Limited. And he's also Chairman and Director of New Metro Terminal Hotel. I mean, he's also a very, very successful hotelier. And he's looking at kind of possibilities of finding business associations in India for his business activities. So let us welcome all our eminent speakers. And may I invite our first speaker to make a presentation. And I would request them to be brief because 4 of us are there and we have to cover in half an hour. So try to be brief. So welcome for presentations. Thank you very much.
ケンチン、こんにちは。私は石川インド協会の副会長である前田純一と言います。
So my name is Maeda Junichi. I'm the Ishikawa Indo Association Vice President. Yeah.
私は今回でインド訪問は3度目です。1回目はベナナス観光ですね。そして2度目はヨガの聖地のリシケシですか。あそこへ行きました。また今回初めて3度目にはアメダバードですか。昨日訪問しまして大変歓迎を受け本当に感謝いたしております。
This is my third time visiting to India. My first time was in Delhi and Benares, and he went to the Taj Mahal and Agra. And the second time was the Rishikesh. And the third time I'm here, and I'm so glad to come here. Thank you so much.
私の会社は前田製鋼株式会社といいまして、マシニングセンターとか NC 旋盤を使いまして、機械の部品ですね、マシンパーツメーカーということで、今日来ています。創業は、もう今年で55年経ちました。
My company is called Maeda Seiko, and we are making precision machine parts, like the oil pressure and the commodity machines, the parts of all of that, and it's been 55 years.
そして主な仕事は小松製作所の建設機械の部品、また、渋谷工業さんの食品機械の部品、これはステンレス加工です。そして、自動選別機の搬送機械のチェーン部品などを加工しています。
The main product we make is for the Komatsu Seishaku company, and which makes the construction machines. So we're making the parts of the construction machines, and the stainless, and also the, like I said, the commodity machines also.
私の会社は石川県にいます金沢市なんですけれども、石川県は製造ものづくりの有名な産地で、世界に羽ばたく小松製作所の部品、そして自動車部品、須田駒さんなんかのね繊維機械の部品など、そういう精密機械の産地でもあります。
My hometown is Ishikawa, Kanazawa Ishikawa Prefecture, Kanazawa City, and it is really famous as the manufacturing, the manufacturers, and also the traditional things. And there are many global companies from the Ishikawa.
今回私はこのインドに来まして、このアメダバードでね、どこでもいいんですけども、インドで、私たちのようなこの中小企業のものづくりがそういう方々の人と知り合い、またどういう仕事をしているのか、また、そういう人らに指導ができるのか、そういうことも含めまして、来ている次第でございます。
This time I came to India to learn and also observe the small and medium companies, how they manufacture the product, and how we can combine with the Japanese technologies.
そして私たちのこの機械金属加工の技術ですね、もしこれに興味がありましたら、日本の方へも実習生ですか、そういう生徒さん、勉強のために来ていただければいかがかなと思っています。
And if someone who's interested about these precision machines and also these stainless products, then please come to our town. then we can teach our way of making it.
はい、そして私たちの住んでいる金沢は、先ほどから新幹線も東京から開通いたしまして、すごく観光にも力を入れています。また、観光だけじゃなくて、伝統工芸品も多数あり、そして、私たちのこのものづくりの視察にでも、ぜひね、インドからも多数来ていただければ、大変嬉しいです。ということで、私からの挨拶といたします。
So Ishikawa is also known as this really old traditional. We call the Ishikawa like one of the oldest town in Japan, and many of the culture are living there. And also this manufacture thing is really popular. So if you have a chance to come to Japan, please visit us and learn, and we would love to invite you. And thanks for this occasion to having this presentation. Thank you so much.
どうもありがとうございました。Thank you.
ケムチェ、Namaste. My name is Tsutomu Kawamoto. Our company is Hokuriku Kase. でここからすみません、日本語なんですけれども、先ほどですね、シャルマさんが私の言いたいことをすべて言ってしまいましたので、でですね、会社概要、会社の説明は、省略させていただきます。
So briefly, Mr. Sharma already talked about my company, what it's like. So I want to, I'm not talking about my company's things right now.
今、日本ではですね、少子高齢化となっております。
Now in Japan, there are many old people and less young people.
で、製造業、ものづくりをする人が非常に少なくなっております。その中でも特に縫製をする人、ソアがとても非常に少ないです。
Because of that, there isn't enough young population to make the product, and we can teach them how to.
そんな中で今回は、特に、インドで、縫製品、をどんな縫製ができるのかを調べに来ました。縫製品、そう、プロダクト、カバー。
Mattress cover. Oh, so he's providing the mattress covers. So he wants to know how in India it is like to making the mattress covers and those stuffs.
日本にいますと、とてもインドの情報が少ない状況です。
So if you're living in Japan, it's really hard to get the information from India. That's why, yeah, he came this time.
今回は直接来て、輸入、輸出、いろんな面でですね、皆さんとインドとのコラボレーションの可能性を、調べに来ました。
So this time he came for observe the situation and wants to know the import and the export things. He wants to get the idea of how we can collaborate together.
短い時間ですけれども、チャンスを探して帰りたいと思っております。
It is my really short stay, unfortunately, but he wants to see as many as he can.
最後に、初めてインドに来ましたが、とてもいい国です。
So this is my first time coming to India, but he really liked it.
Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you very much.
こ
こんにちは。西村幹夫です。今回初めてインドへ来ることができました。ありがとうございます。
So my name is Nishimura Mikio. This is also my first time coming to India, and thanks for inviting us.
私はビジネスホテルをやっております。一つのホテルは白山市の駅前のところで30年前にオープンしました。
There's a city called Hakusan, and he opened 30 years ago one business hotel, and he's a director of that hotel.
今年の4月1日にニューマットターミナルホテルを駅北にオープンしました。
So this April we opened a new Matto Terminal Hotel, a new hotel in northern of Hakusan station.
今度はお金については社員は一切手をつけなくてもいい方法にしました。
So we actually invest ourselves and make this hotel, so we didn't ask for some investment from others.
お金については全部機械化されております。またエレベーターについてはカード、ルームについてもカード、外へ出て入る時も誰もいなくてもカードで入室できます。
So actually this hotel is all automatically. So the payment is automatical, and the room is all card, and the elevator is also moved by the card. So actually, we don't need no one in this hotel.
どうか今度日本、そして石川県白山市へおいでの時は私のビジネスホテルへおいでください。お待ちいたしております。以上です。
So someday, if you have a chance to come to Hakusan, please stay at my hotel. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. I'm Shohei Hamada of OG Corporation. I like India very much. So I want to be a business in India very sorry. After this presentation, I would like to exchange business cards with many people. For now, I'm not good at English, so I will have an interpreter to her. 私たちの会社について説明させていただきます。
I will talk about my company now.
私たちは OG というんですが、インドではムンバイにオフィスがあります。
So my company name is OG and we have offices in India.
私たちはオフィスのほかに、工場を持っていまして、2つインドにはあります。
So apart from offices, we also have factories in India.
私たちのビジネスフィールドは書いてある通りなんですけども、今日は私がやりたいことを発表させていただきますので、ぜひ聞いてください。
So, the topics which I'm going to talk about now, please listen to it. We would like to have business here.
自動車です。
This is regarding automotive.
私たちは自動車の部品を数多く、原材料で、貢献させていただいています。
So currently we are into this business which you can see on the board.
特に、私たちの強みは、供給力、インドでの供給力を強みとしています。
So we are interested in supply in India.
あとは私たちは3000社の取引先を持っていますので、それらを複合した提案ができます。
So we have 3 sub companies. So we would like to, including them, we would like to supply here in India.
次はインフラに関してです。私たちは、グジャラード州の有名な企業の一つであるアルビンドとジョイントベンチャーを持っています。
So we have a joint venture with Arvind company, which is very famous in Gujarat.
私たちは AOG と呼んでいます。
So we called it at AOG.
ここではノンウーブンスを作っています。
So there we are producing non-wovens.
このノンウーブンスを私たちはインドのインフラに使ってほしい、そういうふうに思っています。
So we have a thought process that we would like to use that non-wovens in Indian infrastructure.
ノンウーブンスは、ハイクオリティなインフラの、役に立つ材料の一つです。
Non-wovens is one material which will be very used for high quality infrastructure material.
この分野でのビジネスパートナーを探しています。
And the best part is we are searching business partners here in India.
次はコールドチェーンに関してです。
Next is regarding cold chains.
私たちは断熱インスタレーションパネルを製造しています。
So we are also producing installation panels.
このインスタレーションパネルは、冷凍倉庫に使うものです。
So insulation panels are used in cold storage.
冷たい水ですとか、冷凍食品の普及には不可欠なものになります。
So it is basically used for the cold water, from the cold water.
ぜひこの分野でもビジネスパートナーを探しています。
And we are, for this business also, we are searching business partners here in India.
最後になります。
This is the last one.
日本の文化を提案させていただきます。
We'll talk a bit about Japanese culture here.
私たちの会社では、アンチバクテリアルエージェントを作っています。
So we are also producing preventing bacteria in our company.
これを日本では抗菌と呼びます。
In Japan it is called as Kohin.
抗菌の製品としては家具ですとか調理用品、あとは、ウェットタオルなんかが使われます。
And this particular thing is used in furniture, cooking utensils, wet towels, etc.
右下の写真を見てください。
Please check the pictures over there.
これは日本の新幹線で配られるものです。
These are basically distributed in Japanese Shinkansen, that is bullet train.
手を拭いたり顔を拭いたりすることができるんですけども、非常に高品質なおしぼりです。
These are basically wet towels which are distributed in Shinkansen, where you can, wipe your hands and face, and they are very high antibacterial agents.
インドの新幹線でも絶対必要なものです。
We would like to also distribute this in Indian Shinkansen, that is Indian bullet trains.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for wonderful presentations about your business interest, what you would like to connect with people in India. I think members who are present for the presentations, they can have contact details of all delegation members. There is a complete printout for their interest, contact details, everything, which you can pick up from EMA office. You can contact them and you can start interactions with them in terms of exploring business opportunities. And these are some very interesting businesses what they are into. So let us compliment them with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Wonderful presentations. And friends, that ends the business session for the day. Wonderful participation, excellent presentations, and I think we will look forward to see you next time. And when we plan our delegation visit to Japan, I think we would definitely come to your place and spend some time with you. Thank you very much, and see you again. Bye-bye.